Taurus, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will be from the 16th to 23rd of April. And give me a minute here, Taurus. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 water cards. So I think it's safe to say that your emotional world is your prime issue this week. There's a tiny bit of a confusing picture. So I don't know if some of you are walking away from something and towards something else. That might only be for a few of you, that you're leaving something behind and starting afresh. That might be moving into a new relationship, because the Ace of Cups is what's coming through. This is divine love, cannot be avoided. This Ace of Cups is, honestly, if it shows up in a love reading, I have never seen two people being able to avoid its energy, ever, because it's the eye of the divine. It's almost similar to a major arcana, and you've got the same major, which is the Wheel of Fortune, that date with destiny, that planetary alignment, which brings two people together. Okay, pretty beautiful, Taurus, by the way. Now, your crowning card gives me a feeling that something's been left behind as well. Okay, Two of Discs always shows up when I can't help doing this as a love reading, but in a love reading, this would show up if someone's maybe juggling decision making. Some of you might, I'm going to have to say it, might be leaving one relationship behind to go and meet another one, okay? But for you, if this is not relevant, you're weighing up the pros and cons of a situation. You might be leaving an old job behind. You might be you're leaving you're letting go of something. But this isn't a forced letting go, because you don't have the cards to say that. This is a gentle pull towards something else. The energy you've got is blessed. I mean, these two are basically the same card. There's this blessed energy, and it's pulling in your heart. I think it's definitely going to be felt as love. I mean, you can't see anything else about this reading. My only double message I'm getting is you might find this date with destiny by leaving something behind, but I don't know if it's a job, I don't know if it's a relationship. Something's been left behind in order to go and meet something else, okay? You start the week. This is what I mean. There's a really bit of a complex picture being told. They're all minors though. The Seven of Discs for the Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is that happy family card, whatever that means to you. It's just a bit, it's also a 10. So your energy's in such a good place that you're sharing yourself. Now, I'm not saying being in a more withdrawn state. That can be really, really positive at times. But when this Ten of Cups shows up, your energy is going outwards. You see? She's sharing her cups with other people. It's with the Seven of Discs, which is a waiting card. It's contemplation. So these are almost strange, because the 7 is waiting for the 10. And you've got the two of them together. But maybe for some of you, you're just spending time contemplating, but you're in a really good place with it. Or you're contemplating some big emotional decision around love, around family. Now, contemplating time is so valuable, because I'm not saying rushing into something isn't positive, but it's not your energy, Taurus. Your energy is a slow unfoldment. And I know maybe sometimes that drives you crazy, but that's the element that you represent. Unless you've got fire and a lot of fire going on, Really interesting here, because what comes next is a bit like the Two of Discs. This is a search for something more, okay? It's an inner search. These are the same colours, okay, which is that spirituality, the higher mind, divinity. So there's something like that too that needs to be let go of. It could be an old idea, it could be an old vision, but something is pulling you forward, Taurus, and it's love that's pulling you forward. Because the Four of Cups is showing up with that 8, and there's a feeling of, oh, how can I describe this card? A bit of a divine discontent. I mean, I describe this card as divine discontent. It's like there's no cup spilt here, but something's not turning you on anymore. It's not igniting you. It's not making you... It's almost that you've gone a little bit blank and no one's at home. You know that energy? And there's a decision to find... a desire to find more meaning and more depth to your life. And look what comes right next to it. The King of Cups and the Page of Cups. This is really strange, okay? Because relationships tend to go from the Page to the Knight to the King. But Taurus, you go right from the Page to the King. Okay? So the Page of Cups can often show a new love interest, a bit like this Ace of Cups. And maybe this is a love interest that's got the depth that you were looking for. And the depth of love that the King of Cups brings is the depth of love of that. It's a soulmate energy. It's the sort of card that you want to see with the King of Pentacles in a reading, yeah? When you're doing long-term love forecasts. But this is the start of a relationship that's got great emotional depth. It could be a water sign person, or it could just be the quality of energy that's going on. And you know what, Taurus? I really, really like it. Because look how clear all these cups are. They're not hazy, they're not vague, they're not cards that are still being purified. This is love. There is no other way to describe these cards apart from love. And after this King comes the Wheel of Fortune. This is Fortuna. This is this energy of that comes into our life and makes us feel blessed, makes us feel happy to be alive. And it's shining on right down on you. Now it's with the Hermit. So this could either be a Virgo, okay, or you're taking a step back with so much going on to contemplate and to go within, to turn your experience into wisdom, because that's what the Hermit means. And when we go into that retrograde, that reflective state, it's because we're trying to understand the meaning of something and what's going on in our lives. Very, very similar sort of energy in how you start the week. Reflective, deep within. Really interesting reading, Taurus. Okay, because essentially, when we're going forward to something, we're always leaving something behind. That is just the nature of change, and it's the nature of new beginnings. I'm not getting any tragic big saga here though. It's more a gentle pulling. And the pulling is coming from deep within you because of the colours. The colours are purple and gold, which is a spiritual eye. The spiritual eye is like the eye of God that's pulling you emotionally forward to meet some sort of destiny. And boy, do I like what you've got to meet. And if any of my viewers are resonating, if any of my viewers are really wanting this, then open your heart. Follow what your guts are telling you. Don't look back and just go forward, okay? Amazing reading, Taurus. I don't, just amazing. I don't know what else to say apart from love, love, love. See you later. Bye.